she really did have a giant bacon statue. Hi guys, everybody out there in TV land. So this is Glitch again. I'm not going to do the F5 zoom out thing since that would give it away. But I've been working, and this is kind of an emotional thing for me. I know it sounds silly, but it's a game thing. It's not like anybody died or anything. But what we miss most about the old is about Galaxycraft is that the old one is completely gone now. The server's not up at all. So that means that all our work in MI is lost. And if you don't know what MI means, it's Molecular Industries. Hexco is Molecular Industries. So what I've done is I've completely rebuilt exactly, almost exactly at least, except for a few like exact placements, and I didn't include the sheep farm. I have built the original MI from Molecular Industries from the old Galaxycraft server. Oh come on, I thought it was daytime. Okay. So I have my quantum armor and my jetpack, which is exactly what I'd have. I'd actually have my 4 or 5 alchemy bags in my party, my nano saber out, my electric hoe, probably, that sounds weird, but I used it for farming, and I only built the actual MI building. So I guess I'll just get to it. Here she is. This is what she looked like. She really did have a giant bacon statue. And I am very emotional about this because I went through so much with it on the server. There used to be a village, like, it'd be out there, and then PB and, Spock does Minecraft, it's PB's friend. We would all live in this one little house, and eventually I would just start sneaking out at night and building this place. I just built, originally it was going to be like a greenhouse, but it turned into his own company. So I'll just go over it. The fast way is Death Trap, Chicken Farm over there in that cobblestone building, Ninja's house, and MI. The more complicated version is I'll give you a tour. So there is a chicken farm over there. There's the power source over there, and there's the coke engine. I'll go over it now. This is what it looked like. We had a glass tunnel. You could actually use a warp to go right here on the server, but nobody ever did our thing since we weren't too popular. We were known, but we weren't too popular. We did have a diamond block there, except I mysteriously stole it in the night and turned it into diamonds. Now this part is exact. This room is the most exact part. This is like, except for the ceiling, this is the exact part. I have when I was building this, I'm like, it's MI, but it's probably a few blocks lower down in the ground. But this is the exact. The nether portal didn't work in the server, so I always had another portal down here. I think I might have eventually used the obsidian. So down here we had the famed nuclear reaction room, where Ninja and I really need to get Ninja in a video. He's an amazing guy. But we would always tend to the nuclear reactor. His job, actually, for MI was to make coolant cells for the nuclear reactor. We'll get to his room and his job later. The nuclear reactor mainly fueled the mass fabricator, which was down here. I think I might have moved. There are some times I moved it up to another room, and there was a time it had its own room, but I think I eventually moved it down here. And it has a chute that goes out here, and that chute, I just remember trying to fly up in the stairs like I always did. I'd just do that. I tried to do that when I was building this place. I'm like, it's so sad. So that would fly, the cable went out, and that would go to the engine generator, and that would give it power from the mass fab, and also there's some solar panels out there. And we have a coke oven right here, and I actually had a little thing so I could access it from being inside if it was nighttime. Now to the second floor, which is the most important floor of MI. So I have a jetpack. This is really exact, like most exact floor, except for that barn. This is pretty exact, too. We had a lava fabricator, and we have an electrolyzer behind that, actually. We had, an MFSU here, and she's the only character that I'm going to be showing this. Yes, she's a character, because her name is Precious the MFSU, since I worked so hard to build her. Yeah, I worked like weeks. And here we had 2 medium solar arrays and like 4, 5 low voltage. We never got to 3. Here's the engine generator, which plugged into there. And then basically we'd try to just do UU matter. I actually had a personal safe here, which I would keep some secret stuff there, but I did not put that in there for some reason. Okay, here we used to have, this floor used to be 2 floors, this used to be the machine floor, and that used to be this other guy who used to work for us, but he never came back on the server. Because, I don't know, he just quit Tekkit or something, or quit playing on the server. but we couldn't really mine all his stuff. Like, his bed was there, and we couldn't mine it because he claimed it and stuff. But, anyways. Here is Ninja's room, and we, again, have to get Ninja on the server, or do a video with him. He's just an amazing guy, and we've mentioned him throughout the entire existence of Hexco, and we've never had him in any video, and we really need to. Hexco's how many months old? It's almost a year since... Our first video was summer in 2013, and it's almost summer 2014 now. So he did have a source block of lava above him, and it's a source block because he used the UU matter from the mass fab to make a thing. There's a little trap there. He was a nice guy. His bed, his chest, that's empty. And this is his thing, coolant cells. He made a ton of coolant cells for all of us, and it just saved us. We had stockpiles. These are his 2 favorite alchemy bags we would have had, and this is a single player world, so they don't have anything in them. But they would have, one of them would have coolant cells in them, one would have like tools for him and stuff. The chest, the furnace and the crafting table, I'm not sure, but I know he had a bed in there. So that's most of the entire thing. We had an induction furnace, and we had a high voltage transformer, since I don't think I ever figured out how to hook it up, since I think if I click on this it won't be powered. Yeah, it won't be powered. It blew up if I put it the other way. So I'm not good at that. We have our rotary things. They're actually plugged in. They actually work. We have transformer upgrades, since that's what we would use. We bought a ton of them at the server shop. Like, we bought a bunch of overclockers and stuff. We did actually have a lava fabricator with, lava. Hover mode, please. Okay. We used to just have, before we figured out how to do the elevator, it would just be like a 1x1 thing. And we just use jetpacks, since we love jetpacks. But when we discovered the elevator plugin, you'd actually just, if we filled this in, since I need to get through it, but it's a single player world, so there's no plugins, but you would just click, and you could go up to any floor if you wanted. These last 2 rooms are a bit sketchy, since I know we have a few more rooms. MI was incredibly tall. It's a lot taller than this one was. But I knew I had an office in this one. I just built it out of covers. I never really went up here much, so I know it's my own building. I didn't really go up here much, but I didn't. And then we would just like actually have office spaces. It's glitching out on me. Just have office spaces if people wanted to join, and then we just have an open roof over here. Ugh, so laggy. Okay, I've got out of the MI building, and now I'm going to explain about new people at MI. Now, before the accident, I was a nice guy, and I would just let everybody who wanted to have a piece of MI, and they could join and have fun in here, until one day, when a guy named Michael7452 came into the server. He was just a new guy, and he asked if he could join anybody's clan and work for them. So, of course, me being the nice person, and to the new people, I was just like, okay, you can come and work for us. So I gave him the claim rights so he could build on our land too. I do that for my employees. It's just a common thing people do in their clan. It means they can use the machines, they can help build on the property. And then, actually, like, right after I, gave him the claim rights, my computer died on me, since I had a weird computer at that point. That was my old computer. And I thought nothing of it. I used that time where my computer was out to take a break. I ate some ice cream, just having fun, watch TV. A few hours later, I got back on. This was... I'm not sure if I built that after it, but this was all gone. This was all gone. Ninja hadn't built his room yet, but it was there, it'd be gone. The coke oven was gone. The mass fab was gone. Machine room, all the machines were gone. The nuclear reactor, gone. Destroyed. All the cable, gone. It was just heartbreaking. I mean, it sounds silly that I spent this much time on a game. Actually, we just had machines in here. We didn't have this complex thing. We had, like, bat boxes still at that point. Ninja and I actually lived in this room of MI. He didn't even have that room built yet, but even the marble was gone mostly. Most of the entire building was gone. I had, like, a few items. It was just devastating, since I had spent a ton of time working on this server, building MI, and it was just gone. It's just a horrible feeling. I just went enraged. And that is where that wooden box over there comes from. I was not on, but PV's friend and this guy named Brainban Jr., he's awesome. They had seen, apparently, where Michael 7452 got off. I still don't know who that person is, but we never removed this box after the accident. We eventually rebuilt it into what it looks like now. But this box it contains is where he logged out. So he would, when he went in to the server again, this would be where he spawned. And I'll show you just real quick. We'll just mine this block. It's gone. That's because he would suffocate. It was actually 1 block taller, so he would suffocate in this. And then there would be transposers that would grab all the stuff, and there are copper chests beneath that. And then we would get our stuff back. So it was just awful. Then we continued on building. Ninja built his house, and then we had the Bacon statue to honor Ninja, since that was his name, actually, Bacon. He was still on the server at that point. But we really do need to get him in video. But that accident was just, everything was gone. But I didn't like it. It was not fun. I was like, if you've ever seen me angry, if you know me in real life and you've seen me angry, like actually really angry, that was like what I was like on the server, and I could not express that feeling. But basically I just built an MI2, which Ninja and I built out of CF, like construction foam. And after that we both learned to hate construction foam, because it was really tricky. What's it video? Oh, and here's the chicken farm. 3 layers of chickens. They produced a bunch of eggs. They actually had to kill all the chickens once because it was too laggy. It wasn't even us, it was the admins. But that's it, guys. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe. If you want to see other things from the old Galaxy Craft, we will be glad to build them for you and share them. Like the new MI. If you want to see what my house and I think maybe Ninja's house looked like on the old server, you can watch the what is it called? It's Tekkit Farming 202, since that's what I did. I did it at my house, the old house. That was where I spent my day after, like, I had built that house, like, right before, actually, the accident happened, so I had a place to stay. And I had I was moving out of MI at that point, so I had some personal stuff. But that's it, guys. Bye. Sort of, I guess, Sacramento wheat.